Hi everyone. We are harvesting our onions and shallots today. We planted some yellow storage onions, some red onions, and shallots. So we started these the second week of March in soil blocks, and then planted them out once they got big enough on May 15th. And today is August 28th is the day that we're harvesting. And that puts them right at about 105 days, which is pretty much right on schedule for a long day onion, which is the type of onions that we plant because we are about 42 degrees north of the equator here in southeastern Michigan. So what we look for when we're harvesting, knowing when to harvest our onions and shallots is kind of rule of thumb for us is about 75% or so of the tops have begun to fall over. That's about the time when we're looking to begin pulling these out of the ground. Now, depending on what area you're in, if you're in an area where it's drier and you don't have the threat of rain later in the season, you can leave your onions in the ground and you can wait till the tops have completely fallen back. All of them have died back and are starting to turn brown. That's fine. We had some heavier storms with some heavier rain forecast over the next couple days, so that's why we wanted to basically get these out of the ground before that hit. You just want to make sure that as your onions are curing, you want them to stay dry if at all possible. If they get too moist and too wet, sometimes in the curing process out in the field, that can cause mold issues or other disease issues. So it's wise if you can to get them, out of the ground during a period where it's dry. And as you can see, we use some yellow harvest bins, and we just, as we're pulling them, we place them into the bins, and that way we can easily transport them up to the area where we have set aside for them to cure. This is also a great time to, once you've pulled all the onions and shallots out of your area of either your garden or your raised beds, it's a great opportunity to weed that area. So whatever you're using, whether it's a wheel hoe or a hula hoe or any type of implement you're using to normally to weed, or just your fingers, you're pulling stuff out, it's a great time to kind of run through and weed that area real quickly, because you're going to have a lot of fall weeds that are setting, and you're going to have some seed heads setting up, and it's just a nice opportunity to try and get ahead of that a little bit. If you have any type of cover crop you're using, it's a great time to put that in as well. So if you've got some clover or something like that, or some vetch, rye, winter rye, whatever it is you're using for your green manure, it's a great opportunity to do that as well. It's never too early to start looking ahead, so this is a great time to also add compost, things like that you want to put over the area. Now it's just a great opportunity to kind of begin prepping that area of your garden or your bed. So hopefully this helps. Please be sure to check out our video where we talk about onion storage and curing. And please make sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. We really appreciate your support. And everyone have a great day, and we will see you soon.